Progress continues to secure a permanent homeless shelter in one tri-state town. WGEM's Claire Edlund is in Lee County with an update on a project that was first talked about back in 2021.
Daniel, over here at 601 Johnson Street in Keokuk, officials at the Keokuk Homeless Alliance say last Christmas this is a warming center, but they're hoping now they can soon make it a more permanent situation. Efforts are being made to move things along. It began as an idea.
Working here and working with homeless individuals, and I knew what some of the struggles were here and helping people.
That was then. This is now.
Now we've officially purchased the building. We are officially renovating the building. We are officially doing everything we can to get everything up and running.
The old VFW Center will officially be repurposed into a fully functioning and sustainable shelter after the city gave the Keokuk Homeless Alliance a permit to move forward. But President Brooks says now the real work starts.
Eventually, we got to put a firewall in here to separate the kitchen from the sleeping area, and then, just the things that we need to get everything up to code.
Brooks says the Alliance wants the shelter to be more than a place to sleep.
Something other than just being in the streets, that's another thing we really want to work toward, is working individually with our clients to hopefully just try to help them out of their situation, or just encourage them to know that, life doesn't have to be that way, it doesn't have to stay that way.
Brooks says the Alliance hopes to have everything completed by winter. In Keokuk, Claire Edlund, WGEM News.
And Brooks says they need all the help they can get with volunteers and donations. If you would like to help, you can call the Alliance at 319-520-8614.